Every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden provides great advice for do-it-yourself home improvements. Well, today he tells you how to keep control of those nasty weeds before they control you.
You know, this is the time of year when the weeds now, you did all that spring stuff and now there's weeds coming up everywhere and all the beds and the beautiful mulch you had. You know what? Weed control doesn't have to be that hard. First of all, you got to remember weed killers come two ways: selective weed killers and non-selective. Non-selective kills everything. So my first warning is, if the product anywhere on there says grass, don't use that in the lawn. Don't be that guy that his brain stops at the word weed and then goes out and sprays this in the lawn, because then obviously you get dead spots all around your lawn. And I know you'll try to tell the neighbors, I got a fungus, man. I got a fungus. It's really bad. We know what you did. You sprayed Roundup on your lawn. Don't be that guy. All right. So if you've got something in the lawn, just get a broadleaf weed killer like that, and you go out and you spray your weeds, and that will not kill the grass. But really, we want to talk about killing things in beds and what you can use, all right, and how to use it, because Roundup, products like this will kill everything. So you have to be able to use it, but as long as there's no soil activity, so as long as you don't get it on the desirable plant, you can use it. So there's some easy ways. I kind of like the old snow shovel. Another use for the snow shovel, you come in here and you just kind of get in between. So you got some desirable ivy back there, and then you got something you want to get rid of. Just put it right in between there, and you kind of douse it. Now you've protected the tissue of the better plants, and off you move. All right, another quickie. You take an old planting pot, cut the bottom out of it. Then you just, if you kind of nestle it down, get in between, and just spray down inside, then you're protecting the plants around it. So not too bad. So this is regular Roundup. When you use this product, you can replant in 7 days. All right, so that's a nice one. You can get out there, and if you're going to do a little planting. But if your bed is set, Roundup Extended Control, or there's other products like this, when you spray this on a bed, this will not harm any woody ornamentals. So it's not going to harm the tree or the perennials or anything like that, but it is going to have some extended activity, so you're going to be able to keep the weeds out for up to 3 to 4 months. All right, you want more? We've got more. Here's Vegetation Killer. Now, this you would not use around anything where there's a root system of a tree or a shrub. This would be typical for a fence row, a gravel driveway. This will keep weeds and grass from growing for up to a year. So this is something you don't want this to run off. This is kind of specialized. All right, so if you need even a tighter way to get rid of weeds, here's a very simple thing. Take a chemical resistant glove like this, put on a cloth glove, mix up a little bit of Roundup in a cup, because you can get some hard to kill weeds or maybe some grasses you want to get out of the lawn. Just dip your fingers in, and then you can just come down here. And yes, it's very tedious, but some people are kind of tedious about their lawn, and if you got to get rid of something, you just kind of pull it through, and just that simple. All right, so then for preventing weeds, you can use some Preen products like this. So once everything's gone, this prevents germination. So you just come down, spread it around, but what you don't want to do, you don't want to heavily cultivate that into the ground, because that breaks that barrier. All right, it's not that hard. You did all the work in the spring. Let's keep it weed free.
All right, Pat, thanks. It's been